How's it hanging, Phil?
From the front time,
come and get it! So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye. Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. So, welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk Maniac Madness. Now,
yes.
I am extremely excited about doing this. And I do want to show everybody, if you haven't got your bracket, we do have a copy of the bracket here. If you need one, please let me know in the chat, and I will happily send you one so you could follow along and make your own picks. I'm going to give people about 5-10 minutes to get in, get ready, so that way they can start and get their brackets ready to go. Very excited about this. I love doing this.
I know, it's so much fun. It's so much fun just like going through them all, and like I strategically like did this, not like my favorite or anything like that. Like I went by who I thought was more powerful. Right. So
I think my winner is going to be a shock. I really do.
I don't think mine's going to be, because when you look up like this person's powers, never mind. We'll get into that.
Yeah. I don't know Ashley's list. I don't know if ours is going to be the same or not.
Probably not.
Right. But I do want to catch up on the chat real quick. What's up, Nathan?
Hey, Nathan.
Oh, T800 for the win. Someone's giving Terminator some love early.
Wow. All right.
Let me look at the Terminator's bracket. Ooh, he's got a hard bracket. See how far he makes it in mine. But what would a Sledgehammer Horror Live be? Very much appreciate the donation, and y'all know what that means.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Thanks, Charles.
Thank you so much, Charles. You are the man. Danielle, good evening. Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
Go Cubs, go. I hate baseball.
Me too, because
terrible opening day. I've been such a bitch today.
He's been such a pouty.
Oh yeah, I have been. I've been a whiny bitch. For those of you who don't know, the Tigers got shut out today.
Yeah.
For the first time since 1989 on opening day. Was not a good day for me.
Wait, the first time since 1989
that they've been shut out on opening day.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like,
that's luckily we have this, because if not, I'd be drinking my sorrows away at home right now. Appreciate you doing that, Russell. Thank you. Hey,
Russell.
Anna.
Hey, Anna.
Hey, Bessie. Nice to see you.
Hey,
the final girls were awesome the other day. That was great to see you guys all on there.
Mm-hmm. Aw, thank you.
I agree.
You are too.
I am too.
He is too. Yeah, right.
I would be okay with Joshua Jackson being in Scream 7 only if they kill him for his shitty House 2 is better than House 1 take. If they put him in the movie and kill him because he had that shitty, I can't even get into that. Hey, what's up, Calvin? We are ready too.
Mm-hmm.
We love you too. Thank you for stopping in. Can't make it tonight. Hey, don't worry. We hope, work first. If you can catch the replay, please do. And just DM me. I would like to know what your bracket turns out to be.
Who your winner is.
Yes. So if anybody needs a bracket, again, anytime, Bessie. We love watching you guys. If anybody needs a bracket, please let us know. I will quickly email or DM you one. That way you can fill your bracket out and follow along with us. I would love to see how your guys' list turns out. And even as we're going, I hope that in the comments, you guys stay up to date. Keep us going on who you think could be winning which matches and why. So before we actually get started with that, we usually have guests with us, that do this. But a Maniac Madness, we felt is something just like last year, Ash and I wanted to do on our own.
Well, I mean, it's us and then you guys, you
Right.
guys are going to tell us what
Right.
you have on your list too.
So we definitely wanted to have a lot of fun with just us and the chat tonight, because I know the last couple lives have been pretty busy, so we haven't got to interact with the chat as much.
Yeah.
And
especially the last one, because we had such a big panel and, it took forever to even just get through the top 10.
Right.
It was not top 10, but
the
2000s.
years.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just definitely wanted to take this day to, really interact with the chat again. It was killing us that we couldn't, interact with the chat as much as we wanted to the last couple of weeks. That's one of the main reasons we do this, is to get to hang out with you guys and talk to you guys and get your opinions. And next week, though, we will be back with guests. We'll have Angel, Voices from the Mausoleum, and Matt Fauci of Fauci Cinema. And we will be re-ranking the Scream franchise, including Scream 6, giving our spoiler discussion about Scream 6, as well as some predictions of the upcoming already announced Scream 7. So
I feel like you've already told everybody not necessarily your prediction, but what you want to see happen.
we're going to talk about it again. What I would like to see in the opening of this film. And some of the things that I think is going to happen. I mean, we haven't seen Sam's mom around. Maybe she has another kid somewhere in LA or something that needs to get back into his sister's life. I don't know. We'll talk about that next week, though.
You never know.
All right. Yes, we're very, very excited. Yes, Joshua Jackson. He was in Scream 2. He was in the classroom during Scream 2. Where did you get your shirt? If you're talking to me, it is my Sawyer shirt. Nothing cuts like a Sawyer. I got this at Horror Hound this last weekend in Cincinnati. And I believe I have the business card.
That's not the same one.
It's not the same one.
That was the
Okay, you're right.
That was the other one.
Yep. So yeah, we had a great time at Horror Hound. Finally got to meet Devin Sawa.
Yes.
And he was kind, very kind.
He was awesome.
One cool thing that he told us, and I wanted to share it with our chat. Okay, I'm about to give some spoilers for Chucky season 2. So if you haven't seen Chucky season 2, mute me until I start giving a thumbs up. So I'm just throwing that out there now, because I'm going to have a heavy spoiler for Chucky season 2 right now. A scene in season 2 of Chucky that really, really affected Ashley and I both was when Devin Sawa came out in the confession booth.
Well, I think it probably affect anybody. It's very emotional.
Yeah, very emotional scene. And we were talking to him about that scene, and he was like, wow, I'm glad that you guys realized he came out. That's what he was doing, is he was coming out of the closet at that moment. And he's like, we actually shot a scene that he actually said, I've always known I was gay.
Yeah.
Don Mancini wrote a scene. Instead of him saying, I always knew I was different.
Yeah.
He actually came out and said, I always knew I was gay. And I just thought that was a really, really powerful moment. And I like the way they went with it, because I still feel like his character would have wanted to be a little more reserved. I don't think he would have let himself completely vulnerable and out there. But it was really, really cool to hear him tell us his story about how much that character meant to him. And it was very special to be able to actually have a nice conversation with the guy. Very sweet guy.
Really awesome.
So yeah. All right. You can unmute now. But yeah, Chucky season 2, I know it wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but it did definitely have its ups.
Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. There were some things that really irritated me about it.
There was a couple of episodes that weren't my favorite, but
overall, I did have a good time with it. I hope you guys did too. We just ordered our Blu-ray copy of the season.
We did.
Very ready to watch the special features on that. So do you want to get started, my love?
Absolutely.
All right. So we are going to be starting with...
We're going to do the left side first.
Yes.
And then the right side.
Yeah. So we are going to be starting with the left side of our bracket. So let's start with our first match, which is Jerry Dandridge from Fright Night taking on
Mary Shaw.
Beware the Stare of Mary Shaw. So who do you have advancing in this match, and why?
Okay, so I have Jerry taking it, and this is why.
Weird.
Okay. Well, so Mary Shaw, she can only get you if you scream, right? This is
Mhm.
when she rips out your jaw. If he doesn't scream, she's not getting him. You know?
Okay.
And I've never seen Jerry scream. So, and okay, I'm gonna give you a list of things that
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go check on something.
that Jerry Dandridge, these are his powers. He's a shapeshifter, immortality, superhuman strength, seduction, charisma, intelligence, manipulation. His weaknesses are sunlight, a wooden stake, and the Holy Ghost. Okay, so those are his strengths, those are his weaknesses. Mary Shaw, she's also has immortality, possession, ventriloquist, but she can only kill you if you scream. So Jerry took it for me.
Okay. I will beware the stare of Mary Shaw.
Really?
I'm taking Mary Shaw. Now, hear me out.
I feel like ours is going to be completely.
Yeah, we don't know each other's bracket, just like everything else. We do not know each other's bracket. And here's my thing: when it comes to Mary Shaw and Jerry Dandridge, Mary Shaw's already dead. How are you going to vampire?
He is
and
too.
already
He
dead?
is immortal.
But here's the thing: he's not immortal.
He
You already
is.
gave his weaknesses, the sun, all that. So all Mary's got to do, she shows a little bit in the movie when the sunlight comes in. What does Jerry do? He screams, and when he screams, Mary Shaw got that ass. So she's got to show a little bit of sun,
Or
and she gets that ass.
she got to show
and
a little bit of that sun. No.
Yeah.
I don't agree. If he doesn't
God,
scream,
this is
though,
going to be so
if
much
he
fun.
doesn't
This is going to be
scream,
so much fun. Listen, if Mary Shaw could take out Donnie Wahlberg,
Yeah, but okay, but
best known for
Jerry,
New Kids on the Block.
Do you see his seduction and charisma?
It's Mary Shaw. She don't give a goddamn
Yes,
about that.
yes, she does.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah,
Mary Shaw.
Mary Shaw do.
For
Mary
the
Shaw do.
win,
No.
baby. Now, so you have Jerry Dandridge. I have Mary Shaw.
Yes.
Something I want to say. Some of these, if they were matched up with other people, would have went a lot farther in my bracket.
Oh yeah.
That's what I love about this.
Let's talk about this next
All
one.
right, so I think we have the same one. In the next round, okay, hold on real quick.
Okay, let's see what everyone else
We got some Mary Shaw. Oh, Anna's got that Ashley love. We got some Jerry Dandridge. Shaw got that tongue though. Betsy's going with Mary Shaw. She is that one bitch that will haunt me forever. Let's go.
Okay.
Russell's got Mary Shaw over Jerry Dandridge.
All right.
All right, now here's where things get tricky, and here's where you have to play into strategy. Next up, we have the blind man from Don't Breathe
Blind man.
going up against the Smile Monster. And for
Yep.
those of you that don't know, that is the creature from the new film Smile from 2022. So when we were first making this list, I said, you know what? I think the Smile Monster is going to go pretty far.
Well, no, he's not.
And then the Smile Monster got put up against the blind man. And for those of you that don't follow Sledgehammer Horror on Instagram, we did this all legit. We took all the names, we put them in a hat,
Mhm.
we pulled them one by one live so that way people could follow along with us as we were doing it. And this was one right when it happened. I was like, oh no,
Mhm.
because the Smile Monster, I'm just going to assume that you have the blind man.
The blind man did win it.
Did win this
It
match
did
for you?
win it for me.
Okay. The blind man won for me as well. Now let me give you my reason, then you can give yours.
Okay.
The
I'm
reason I
assuming
have
it's
the
the
blind
same
man is
reason.
because in order for the Smile Monster to infect you, you have to watch something happen. You have to be
Well, you have to watch the next trauma. You
yes,
have
you
to
have to see the trauma.
Watch them commit suicide. That's how you get infected by
Right.
it.
And
If he can't see it, this is a loophole for the new movie.
yes,
You just need
yes!
a blind person.
Just go kill yourself in front of the blind person,
Yeah,
and
and then
you are
you stop
done.
it. Yeah, it's a loophole.
Exactly. So that's where Ashley and I, if they use that in the next movie, remember Ashley and I had that first.
Hmm.
The loophole of the blind man.
So I want to, because I have all the
Yeah,
strengths
please,
and weaknesses.
please. Yeah. Again, Ashley has these strengths and weaknesses of everybody.
I have strategy.
I have a bracket. That's all I have. But while you're getting ready for that, and again, when we made this bracket, I was looking at some of the villains we put in. I thought the Smile Monster was going to make it pretty far.
I mean, if he would have went up against
Anybody else, I
besides
probably
a
would have
blind
picked him.
person,
Yeah. Yeah. So that is the fun of doing this.
So the blind man, his powers, he has enhanced sense
Mhm.
because if you lose one sense, all of your other senses are more enhanced.
Mhm.
Military training, weapon usage, brutal strength, combat skills, and endurance. His weakness, he's a human man, and he's blind. So it's like his blindness is like a weakness and an advantage for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
So Asher and I both have the blind man from Don't Breathe 1 and 2. Moving on to the next round.
Can I give the Smile Monsters?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't have to give.
No, please, no. You did a lot of work on this. I'm sorry. I should have let you finish.
No, you're fine. Smile Monster, shape shifting, possession, psychological torturing, hallucinesis, and selective visibility. And then we already said his weakness that you need others to be around for the suicide.
And like I said, I really thought that when we were creating our list, I was like, man, the Smile Monster is gonna go pretty far. And then we got to this, and I was like, wow! Just like last year, I had Chucky. Chucky got knocked out in the first round because he went right up against Pinhead.
Mm-hmm.
So like some of my favorites got knocked out pretty quickly. All right, we got a Mary Shaw over Jerry Dandridge. Robin going with Jerry. The monster from Smile only gets you, so the blind man can't see. You're right. We got blind man. We got another vote for blind man. So blind man is moving on for a lot of people. So now in this next one, we have Sackhead. And for those of you that don't know, he is the guy that wore the sack in The Strangers.
Yep.
Versus the Hammer from 13 Ghosts. And I do another caveat I wanted to say to all this. All our 13 Ghosts are from the remake. From the Matthew Lillard-led remake.
Which, and redoing this, I went back and read all of like how they died, and it's so interesting. I love that so much.
Yeah.
So if you have the DVD, or is it on DVD? Or
yeah, I'm looking. You know what? I'm seeing if it's on YouTube, and if it is, I'm going to put it down in the description.
If you haven't seen the backstory on the 13 Ghosts, they're so good.
It's amazing.
Like,
yep, 13 Ghosts, all ghost backstories. I'm getting this loaded up. I'm going to have this in the description of the video. I'm going to put that in there right now. After the video.
I just couldn't remember if it was on, if we have it VHS or DVD.
No, we have a DVD. It wasn't on the VHS.
That's how old I am, guys.
Yep. All right. 13. All right. You want to go on and give your pick on this one while I'm doing this?
My pick for this one was Hammer.
Really? You got the Hammer taking out Sackhead?
Yeah, because I mean, Sackhead, he's strong and he's a good hunter. But baseball bats, he's a regular man, and baseball bats are his weakness.
Okay.
And then Hammer, obviously, he's a wicked guy, like limited invisibility, teleportation, physical aggression, brute strength.
Yeah.
Hammer welding. And then the only weakness that I could find on him is the ectobar glass that kind of like keeps them encaged.
I'll tell you about another weakness he has here in a little bit, but you have the Hammer moving on.
Yep.
I also have the Hammer moving on. I mean, come on. It's the Hammer versus Sackhead. He's just smoked that dude one time. Hammer is the second scariest one that I've seen in the 13 Ghosts. So I don't have a very scary one that everybody else thinks is scary up in my top. I have two that I think are the scariest, and the one that everybody else picks is not there for me. So I will say that. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, you mean with the 13 Ghosts?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have Hammer advancing over Sackhead as well.
Okay.
We couldn't find a name for him. We were going to have the Strangers trio, but we felt that might not be fair.
Yeah.
We wanted to go one-on-one. And we had the other two Strangers because we had about 60 villains.
We had a lot.
And we pulled randomly, so that way we didn't know who it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was definitely random, and some people didn't make. We had Porcelain Face, Maniac Madness Afro right here. I'm going to pull it up. What we're doing is like a March Madness style bracket with villains.
Sledgehammer horror style.
March Madness.
March Madness.
We did it last year. We had a blast doing it. We're doing it this year, and next year, I can tell you right now, it's going to be huge. You'll notice a lot of names that aren't on this list. There's no Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger.
Well, we wanted to do all new.
Right.
Villains.
We didn't include anybody we had last year, but next year we're going to have a huge bracket with everybody from last year, everyone from this year, and maybe some new villains we get along the way this year.
I kind of feel like my one from last year would still win it over the people from this year. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
All right. So now we've had Mary Shaw move on for me, the Blind Man, and the Hammer. Now, next, who did you get all your strengths and weaknesses?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you want to do your strengths and weaknesses for the next lot of people?
So
for those of you that don't know,
next one we have
Rose
Rose.
Armitage from Get Out taking on Larry from Come Play to complete this part of the bracket.
All right, so I have Rose over Larry.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because in
Please,
my
I'm
mind,
dying to hear why.
in my mind, I feel like we probably don't have the same thing here. She, Larry, he needs electronics to come about.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't know, like say you were Amish, like, and you don't have electronics or electricity, like you wouldn't even have to fight the guy.
Okay. But is Rose Amish?
No, but
she isn't. She is not Amish. So bam, Larry's taking that ass. Oh, you don't listen to me. Listen. Larry comes out and he just goes, and you're done. You're dead. He just touches you. Now we can get into all the
give
semantics.
Him a friend.
Listen,
I
can get into all this. You can get into all the semantics you want here. Okay.
You're his friend.
Now we're saying that these people are here. We're not saying, oh, well, you can't, blah, blah, blah. They're already here. So
Rose just grab him and be like, we're using your body.
No, she would grab him and be like,
no. Her mom would be stirring the
nah, hell no.
Yeah,
Larry's not a human. Larry is a monster.
He would be in the freaking.
Larry is a monster from another dimension, and all he does is touch you. He's like death. He touches you, you turn to shit.
But you need electronics. We can go without electronics.
You don't though. In the movie, they break the TV, they put everything down. Larry still finds a way to get back
because of all the electricity that is surrounding.
So, are you going to shut the electricity off in the world?
Yes.
No, not reasonable. Yes. Larry whoops Rose's ass. He says, "Hey, Rose, come here." He touches her.
It's not reasonable in Ken's world. In my world, it's reasonable. Okay?
No.
That Larry even exists isn't reasonable.
Exactly. So all he does is go next door to their lights, and he's like, "Sorry, I'll be seeing my way out now." And he'd go out the door and he'd walk over and go, boop, and touch you, and you're done. Larry for the win.
But he's like a child. All he wants is a friend.
Yeah.
So
he's a child that goes, boop, and you're dead.
So if Rose just takes her, I don't know, anybody in her household and is like, here's your friend.
But that's the thing. We're not doing they're fighting.
That's not how you're doing it.
Exactly. I'm doing it. They're fighting. They're fighting each other. And Rose is going to be like, ha! And Larry's going to
they're going to be fighting. And
hey, everybody, come really close to the screen.
If you boop,
you're all dead.
Stop booping them.
All right. So yeah, for me, Larry takes that. So Rose takes that for you. Okay.
Yep.
And also, hello. Thank you for stopping in. Seth says the hammer, yes. 13 Ghosts is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The hammer, stronger, faster, more durable.
Absolutely.
Smile Monster over the blind man and hammer over Sackhead.
Okay.
Got some love for the hammer here. Rose easily. This is awesome. Thanks for the info. Hey, no problem. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Oh, we got an I don't know there. Rose.
See?
Rose.
No one agrees.
Go, Larry. Let's go, baby. You know why? You know what? Boop.
Stop booping.
Oh yeah, y'all getting that boop.
No.
Is a psycho manipulative? She would get Larry in her palms. No, she couldn't. Because if she touched him, boop.
Okay. Rose, she's persuasive. She's smart. She's convincing. All she's got to do is be like,
again, if she would have went up against, maybe 12 other of the people on our thing, I would agree. But Larry ain't trying to get in them pants. That's what everybody else does.
No.
Listen, you want to know who beat Rose? Do you want to know who beat Rose?
I'm TS motherfucking A. We handle shit.
And they handle shit. And Larry, you know what Larry would handle? Boop. And she's dead. Done.
I'm about to boop you.
This is one of my favorite channels. Oh, hey, thank you so much. Thank you. For real. We like to have fun. We like to joke, but seeing stuff like that really means a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, look at this. We got everybody hitting that boop. Boop.
Don't encourage him, please. If you put, oh my gosh.
All right. So let's move on to our next.
You're ridiculous.
All right. So that completes the top part of our bracket.
All right. So I am right and you're wrong.
Okay. So now we are going to Pamela Voorhees versus the Grabber. So we got Pamela Voorhees versus the Grabber coming up.
Okay.
No, don't encourage her.
What?
Nothing.
I didn't see it. Let me see.
All right. So
Hold on.
while you're looking for yours.
Oh, got it.
Okay. So Pamela Voorhees versus the Grabber. What I liked about this one, this was one that actually took me a while to think about because they're both human. They're both sneaky in their own way, but I am going to go with the Grabber on this one.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'm going with the Grabber, I'm not one of those people saying, "A boy could beat a girl." I'm not saying nothing stupid like that.
Do you know who Pamela Voorhees is?
But here, this is what I'm saying. Like, if the Grabber took Jason, Pamela would be coming with that vengeance. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's the target that he would go for.
He don't want no weird little boy.
No, he doesn't. He let him drown. You know what I mean? Like Jason will whoop the Grabber's ass. But I just feel like
I
Pamela.
I think Pamela's scarier than Jason.
Stop it. I think that Pamela would
don't mess with the
definitely
mama bear.
no. She'd bring the smoke. Like Pamela would bring the smoke for sure.
Yeah.
But she's weak to like yarn balls and pencils. Like you throw a pencil at her, and she's like ah. You know, like so. I'm gonna go with the Grabber on this one because
funny.
he does have like a supernatural side to him. Like he can hear, you know what I mean? Like there is the supernatural thing inside of him. So I'm going with the Grabber over Pamela on this one.
I got the Grabber as well. But funny enough, Pamela's weaknesses: balls of yarn, pencils, teen girls decapitating her with an axe.
Yeah.
Those are her weaknesses.
Machete.
Which
is funny because
but
go ahead.
No, you said.
No, we just watched the OG Friday the 13th because we did our Versus episode. We just recorded that. And the part where Alice is throwing the balls of yarn and the pencils at her, she's like, ah!
She's like, oh. It's so dramatic. I love
Ashley,
the third
cracking
act.
up, man.
The third act of that movie is the best part of that entire movie. I swear.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. I can go with that.
But anyways, Pamela Voorhees, she has manipulation. She can trick people. She looks sweet and innocent, you know, like you feel like you can trust her, and then she brings on the heat.
Yeah.
Grabber he has the ability to hear phones fighting.
Wait, I have that ability too. I hear phones all the time.
Phones that aren't really ringing.
He has the ability to hear a ringing phone. My God.
He wins it all.
Now.
He's gonna win it all. Fighting skills and manipulation for children.
Like I said, that was a good one.
Yeah.
We got Nathan saying Pamela over the Grabber. The Grabber's a chump. Pam easily. The Grabber kills kids. Pamela kills teenagers. Ooh. Anna's going with the Grabber.
Okay.
Russell with the Grabber. Afro going with the Grabber. Yeah, absolutely. She's great. Pamela,
is.
that was a hard one to do.
Mm-hmm.
What wasn't hard was the next one. So next up, we have
Kane winning it, right?
Juggernaut from 13 Ghosts, the big Juggernaut going up against Reverend Kane from Poltergeist 2. Now this is another
Reverend Kane won.
I wanted. Oh, hold on, real quick. That's true. Women do rule the world. I will tell. Yes.
Yeah.
I've been married for a very long time. I have learned that yes, women do rule the world. But when we're talking about this one, I am a huge fan of Reverend Kane. Reverend Kane scared me as a kid.
Yeah.
He was always terrifying. Like there was a lot about Reverend Kane that just like haunted my dreams as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real. The Juggernaut is going to literally break him. Like, yeah, he turned into a worm or whatever. The Juggernaut's still just stomp on his head. The Juggernaut to me is the scariest of the 13 Ghosts. Always has been. I know a lot of people go with the Jackal.
I think the Hammer is more vicious than any of the other ones.
Well, the Hammer and Juggernaut might be meeting
They
up.
might go up against each other.
We might figure it out. But yeah, honestly though, like the Juggernaut is just gonna rip Reverend Kane into pieces. So between the two of them, I love Reverend Kane. I think he's a very scary villain. He's a very effective villain in the Poltergeist franchise. But he got matched up against the wrong person in our bracket. So I'm going with the Juggernaut on this one.
I have the Juggernaut as well, going up against Reverend Kane. He wins it. Again, tremendous strength for the Juggernaut, physical shredding, teleportation, and it on there said he is the most violent.
Mm-hmm.
Again, weakness is the ectobar glass. And then Reverend Kane, he's supernatural, manipulation, charisma, deception, illusions, intelligence, possession, and shape-shifting. His weaknesses is he cannot enter a property of the living without access to an electrical item or permission from the owner. And this displays of like good emotions, love, kindness. That's a weakness for him. Like the beliefs, if he sees that in a home, like that weakens him.
Yeah. Or getting punched in the face by the Juggernaut. I'm sure that would be a weakness because that would fucking hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't just go. Like this is where we're different here. Like I'm gonna use my power to overcome you. Like I'm not talking about like fighting, like physically fighting.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah.
But the Juggernaut's still going to whoop that ass physically fighting. Like, you can try to use your powers all you want, but punch you in the face, your face is gone.
No, okay.
Dude absorbs bullets.
Mm-hmm.
They're shooting him, and he's like, cops are like, ah! Like, yeah, he's whooping that ass. Like, yeah, Juggernaut all the way.
Yeah, I know, I agree, but I'm just saying, like, we're not like, this isn't like WWE.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Fuck, I got to redo my bracket. I planned the whole thing. Juggernaut over. I love this poor old man. He gonna die. Juggernaut. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you.
Hey.
Like I said, that was quite the easy one for me. Now let's go from quite an easy one to another one that took me quite a while to come up with, and that is the T-800, the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, going up against Gabriel from *Malignant*. Now, this one was very, very hard for me because obviously I love the T-800. I do. But Gabriel's bad. Like, Gabriel is a badass. But today he's not bad enough because I'm going to go with the T. Yes.
You
I'm
got
going,
the T-800?
Yes, I got the T-800.
Not me.
Taking out Gabriel. I just think that, you know, Gabriel didn't get matched up against somebody with that type of robotic brute strength that is just laser focused on taking you out.
Yeah, but he can be taken out. Like, I mean, did you see what Gabriel did in that jail cell?
Yeah, to people that don't know what the hell they're doing. This is the T-800.
But
this is one of the OG slashers.
All you need is like a machine gun, a pipe bomb, like.
And Gabriel doesn't have those.
Acid.
Gabriel doesn't have acid.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
I seen it in his pocket.
Nope.
He had a little.
I asked. I called.
He had a little.
I called him
of acid and dumped it.
I called him before we did this, and I was like, "Yo, Gabriel." He was like, "Yeah, I told him no acid."
He lied to you because he wanted to take out T-800.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you right now, like, this is Terminator.
And also, he can manipulate electrical energy, and the T-800 is like an electrical source. So. You're wrong. I would change that if you.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that because the T-800
is not gonna win. all right, whatever.
Yeah, T-800 he took out.
Did you see that thing though that he has
in *Malignant*?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the T-800 killed the T-1000? That's 200 more, and he killed him.
Yeah, and Gabriel is like 500 more.
Yeah, and then he did this. I know now why you cry, but it's something I will never do. And then he goes down the thing and it gives a thumbs up, and I cry every fucking time.
I think you just rubbed everybody's face.
I know why you cry.
It's getting really weird.
Boop.
It's getting weird in here.
See, I got the T-800 moving on over Gabriel, and you have Gabriel.
I have Gabriel. I do.
Okay.
I like that our bracket is so much.
Yes,
different.
our bracket is way different so far, and I really like it. Bessie completely agrees with you here.
Yeah.
Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Head over to My Killer Podcast. Yes, please do. Love Mel.
Yes.
It's not WWE. Listen, it is right here. Okay, Bessie. It's always WWE right here. T-800 over Gabriel because I don't know who the fuck Gabriel is. No. From *Malignant*. Yeah. T-800. He would shoot Gabriel up. Ken's Gabriel impression is on point. I practiced it all night.
He did.
Gabriel was her evil twin. Gabriel wins in my book. Love this bracket. Thank you so much. So now we are going to finish the left side of our bracket with another one that, to me, we couldn't have planned this one any better.
I feel like this one doesn't.
They were made for each other.
Yeah.
You got Buffalo Bill from The Silence of the Lambs going up against the Barbarian monster from Barbarian. Now, it's hilarious to me because what's Buffalo Bill going to do? Put her in the well? She's going to be like, "It's where I live, bro. Baby. She's gonna Barbarian monster. I got the Barbarian monster taking out Buffalo Bill because this is like a home field advantage for the Barbarian monster. Like I said, Buffalo Bill's gonna capture her. He's gonna put her in the well. What? That's where she lives. She thrives.
She's a
in this
child
situation.
though. Like her mind is like an infant.
Yeah, and look at him. He's gonna be like, "Is she a big fat lady?"
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt her feelings. And she
doesn't have any feelings.
She does have. She wants a baby. She gives bottles.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, but Buffalo Bill he's intelligent. He's got great physical strength. I got Buffalo Bill winning.
Are you
it.
serious?
I swear.
But-
His speed, endurance. Yeah,
No. This is insane how different our brackets are.
I know.
Wow.
So I mean,
wow.
she's just reckless. Like she literally, like all you have to do is be like, "Oh, I threw your baby off of a tower," and she's gonna jump down and get it.
There's no tower though. They're in the basement. All right.
Okay, so all you have to do is say,
So you could say there's no basement. They're fighting on a tower.
no, I'm gonna make up something for the basement. Like, all you have to do is be like, down that hall is your baby, and then have someone down that hall cutting her
But
head
there's
off.
not someone down the hall. It's her versus Buffalo Bill. It's in a tag team match.
Okay, then Buffalo Bill is down that hall.
But then who
cutting
told her to
head
go
off.
down?
Someone in the
Not a tag team match, Ashley. It's a one-on-one competition.
All right, it was written on the wall from Buffalo Bill. Okay.
Go down hall, baby. All right, touche.
All right.
All right, so we'll catch you guys up on our left side of the bracket so far.
She might not be able to read it though. So
Right.
it's on the television.
There you go. Baby. I have Mary Shaw going over Jerry Dandridge. I have the blind man going over the Smile Monster. Hammer going over Sackhead. Larry going over Rose. The Grabber going over Pamela. Juggernaut going over Reverend Kane. The T-800 going over Gabriel. And the Barbarian Monster going over Buffalo Bill.
All right.
What about you, my love?
And I have everything other than what you
The
just said.
complete opposite.
So I have Jerry over Mary Shaw, the blind man over the Smile Monster, Hammer over Sackhead, Rose over Larry, Grabber over Pamela, Juggernaut over Reverend Kane, Gabriel over T-800, and Buffalo Bill over Barbarian Monster.
Wow. That was quite the opposition there. So
It was.
we got some love for the Barbarian Monster.
All right.
What's up, Ashton? How you doing, buddy?
Ashton.
The Barbarian Monster over Buffalo Bill. Barbarian Monster got a little bit of laughing.
Got a little bit laughing.
Must love to. Hey, thank you. We love having you guys
Yeah,
here.
for sure.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Ken, except for the Grabber. Nate says Mary Shaw, Smile Monster, Hammer, Rose, Pamela, Juggernaut, T-800, and Barbarian. Very
Okay,
nice.
nice.
Looking very good. Okay, I'll switch this banner now from the boop.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I didn't. I keep looking at it and laughing in my own head. All right, guys. So we're going to move over to the right side of our bracket now. Boop. So starting us off on the right side, we have Daddy Buckner from
Mhm.
Cabin in the Woods, which I'm so glad he made it on the list, taking on the Gemini Killer from The Exorcist 3. You want to give your reasonings and who you chose first, my love?
Absolutely. So I have a Gemini Killer winning it over Daddy Buckner. And it's because, I mean, he is possessed. Like he can manipulate. He's highly intelligent. He's sophisticated. He has high strength. And the only weakness he really has is like an exorcism. You know, he's possessed. And I mean, Daddy Buckner, I guess he really isn't alive, but I just feel like being possessed by a very high, like, I don't know, entity is
Something we should say, because Ashley did do the research on this for something.
he is not possessed by Pazuzu.
Right.
Pazuzu does help, but he is not possessed by
Yes,
him.
the Gemini Killer in The Exorcist is not possessed by the same demon, Pazuzu, that possessed Reagan in the first one.
Mhm.
Because that was something that Ashley and I had to look at because
Because I was confused at first. I was like,
Right.
we have the Gemini Killer, but he is Pazuzu, right? And then I looked it up and he is not Pazuzu.
Right. So that is why Pazuzu and the Gemini Killer are both a part of this, because they are not the same person. Ashley did the research on it just to make sure that we don't want to have Pazuzu versus Pazuzu. So they are not the same.
Yeah.
So you had Gemini going over Daddy Buckner.
I did.
I did as well.
All right.
I really wanted the Buckners. If we got any of them to actually make the list, I wanted them to go far.
Mm-hmm.
They got the unfortunate series of running into the Gemini Killer in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
He's so manipulative. He's so deadly and scary and a fantastic actor in Brad Dourif.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the Gemini Killer, he's so over the top and smart. I just think that he's got that one on lock. Daddy Buckner's just stupid.
Well, I mean, he has no need to breathe. That's literally one of his strengths.
Ooh,
no
Gemini?
need to breathe. No, Daddy Buckner.
Oh, that's one of his strengths?
Yeah.
You can't suffocate him, I guess.
No, like I don't think you can actually kill him. That's where I had a hard time with this one because you can't. Daddy Buckner, like I don't think you can, like cut him up, but I don't think you can actually like kill him.
Right. That's a good call.
Yeah.
But he's dead, so.
I mean, he might be underground, but
right.
I don't know that he's dead.
All right, so Nathan's got Gemini. Russell has Gemini. What's up, Ashton again? Gemini, because he can kill, yes. Hey. Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you. No, hey, send me your bracket later, Calvin. I would love to see it. I hope you guys have an amazing time at the party. Gemini Killer is slashing bunkers at, yes. Sup, you wieners. What's up? I assume you saw my cooking earlier. I'm lucky, man. The place I work at, the owners are the coolest, sweetest people in the whole world, and they let us for opening day baseball today. They let us have a big cookout. I got to go out and use the grill and cook up hot dogs and brats for everybody. It was awesome. I wish the game would have turned out a little bit different, but it was still fun. All right, so up next, we have Pazuzu going up against Jennifer from Jennifer's Body. I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Pazuzu.
Yeah.
Jennifer, I love your movie. I think Jennifer's Body is an extremely underrated movie. I think it's a fun movie, but I just don't think Jennifer has. I mean, I know that she's a succubus and she is supernatural, but Pazuzu is just that demon.
Yeah.
Like, I have Pazuzu moving on in this over Jennifer from Jennifer's Body.
I also have Pazuzu winning it. And this is why. So Jennifer, she has to prey on young males in order to not decay or die. So I feel like if she doesn't have that, she's going to die. And also she was stabbed in the heart and that killed her too. Pazuzu, you have to attempt an exorcism, and that it's like the locust exorcism. And that doesn't even, that doesn't even necessarily like get rid of him. Yeah.
Where's Dice? Yeah, that was another one. Like I said, a lot of these, like, I really enjoy a lot of these villains. So it was really hard to have them lose so early. But I mean, I got to go with my gut, and my gut is saying Pazuzu would go over Jennifer.
I agree.
It bums me out because, like I said, I love it, but
yeah,
Pazuzu is moving on. Got some Gemini Killer. Pazuzu over Jennifer. Pazuzu, Jennifer. She can regenerate. That's a good call. But again, she can regenerate,
but she needs a young male to regenerate her.
Right.
She also, if she doesn't get that, like you've seen in the movie, she starts to decay and to die.
Yes. So yes, I am Pazuzu in this one, as you were. All right. Next, we have Mithrigan going up against the Angry Princess from 13 Ghosts.
The naked lady.
Yeah. If we were going on boobies, I'd go with the Angry Princess, but that's not what we're going on in this tournament. So you want to give your strengths and weaknesses and who's going to win this one and why?
I have Megan taking this one. And it's because of her endurance. Her, she is pretty much a robot. And the Angry Princess, again, I think she is wicked, but I think Megan has it.
I'm going with Mithrigan as well.
She's got that cyber mind.
Yeah, and Megan, the Angry Princess, and this is she's more self-inflicted in what she does. She's not really lashing out at others. She's more
unless you're like nice tits or.
Well, obviously, any woman should kill any guy that does that shit.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I don't think Mithrigan's going to be like, nice tits. Let's dance.
I mean, she might just to get at her.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Mithrigan here as well. For pretty much the same reason. She's she's young. She's a robot. She is, she's dangerous. Like she's so scary, so dangerous. I think that she would have the edge in this one. So we are Legion. I have an amazing idea for a Lego build. If you see a Lego set of Harry Potter minifigure, but not much bigger. Oh yeah, that would be sick, man.
Huh.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Megan over Princess. Megan all the way. A lot of Mithrigan love here. So it looks like Megan is moving on for a lot of people as well.
Nice.
Next was another fun one that I would really actually love to see. I'm sorry, guys. There's something going on my left eye, and it's really bothering me. So if you see me keep messing with stuff, I'm really sorry. I don't know what's going on.
What stuff?
Yeah, like I keep taking my hat and my glasses off. It's not like that. I'm uncomfortable in my eye, and I don't know why. It rhymed. So up next we have a one that I would love to actually see, and that is Tiffany Valentine going up against the Blissfield Butcher from Freaky. Did you go first last time, or did I?
You did.
Then you're up.
So I have. Oh wait, maybe you did. I don't remember.
You go ahead.
Okay. Tiffany. I have Tiffany winning it over the Blissfield Butcher. I just feel like, so I think it's cool that they both can like switch bodies. I think that's pretty awesome that they went up against each other. But she knows voodoo magic, so I think that she would possess him, like his was more of like a fluke type thing,
right,
where she knows the voodoo magic.
Right.
So and I mean, she's seduction, she's got speed, knows how to use a weapon. Like I got Tiffany.
Yeah, I got Tiffany as well. This was a hard one for me. I actually sat and stewed on this one for a while, but I mean, I love both characters. I love both, films, but Tiffany is just next level evil. Like ripping the lip ring out, and she's just next level. And I love the Blissfield Butcher. I love Freaky. I think it's a super underrated film. I wish that more people would give it the love and appreciation that it should have gotten. I feel like that got son of a gun. Kind of Jennifer's Bodied, where people didn't.
I don't understand why. Like it's so fun.
It is such a fun movie.
Like I could go home and watch that tonight. Like it's such a good movie.
And it's awkward and it's quirky.
Yeah. And
both your leads just do a fantastic job switching bodies. But yeah, I'm going with Tiff on this one. It's just maybe my rose-colored glasses for Chucky will, sway me a little bit.
This is Tiffany, not Chucky. Okay?
I know, but I'm saying
Tiffany.
For that franchise.
Give Tiffany her.
I mean the franchise.
Like I honestly, I think Tiffany, her only weakness is Chucky. Like
touche. We got Mithrigan as AI and Titanium will win in the end. Yeah. Megan all day. Tiffany over the Butcher. Yeah, I'll be fine. Maybe I need to eat a fucking banana or something. I don't know. My eye is just like twitching and it's annoying me. Isn't that potassium? Stop twitching. I don't know. I'll just shut up. Hereditary. Yeah. Terrifying movie. We got Tiffany. Tiffany cuts a bitch up. We got that killer instinct.
Sure.
Yeah, me too. And it's making me want to watch these. Freaky gave me Freaky Friday vibes. It's funny because the original title of Freaky
was Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And Paramount not Paramount. New Line stepped in and was like, no.
You're not using that.
Yeah, so they changed it to Freaky, but it was supposed to be Freaky Friday the 13th, which would have been awesome.
Like it's like a freaky situation.
That right there, 100% truth.
Yeah.
I think that's why Freaky didn't get the love and recognition it deserved. That's a very good call. Very good call.
I mean, I think during that time, everyone was looking for something new because
I think that
nothing
people
was really being
right. But they didn't get the
I was
boom.
excited. Like we get a new movie to watch. Right. We're stuck in this house together. Like, let's watch something that we haven't seen already.
Right. But I mean, I don't think a lot of people got to see it because
I get that. Yeah.
All right. So now we're moving to the bottom part of our bracket. And then the first one is another one that I would just love to see. I would love to see these two together. And that is Art the Clown taking on Esther from the Orphan franchise. It's another one that took me a minute to really think about, but I got to go with Art the Clown.
Yeah.
I love Esther. I think Esther is a master manipulator. I think that Esther is violent. I think Esther is just downright sadistic and scary. And I everything about her is terrifying. But Lorraine Warren took out Esther. All right. She kicked her in the face and said, "I'm not your fucking mommy." Bam. Esther said, and drowned.
Well, she said,
yeah, and drown. But so I mean, Art the Clown is just vicious and vile, more so than Esther.
Yeah.
And I just think he has the edge on the brutality side of things. So as much as it pains me because I am a huge fan of Esther, Art the Clown is moving his way past Esther in this round.
Yeah, I agree. I have Art moving as well. He has immortality. Esther is, even though she has this disease where she looks like a child and she is a master manipulator, she's still a human.
Right.
She can still die.
Right.
Art, he's immortal. So Art's got to win it for me.
Yeah. And I think that everybody I've seen here, Samuel, Art, Nathan, Art, Afro L, Art, Anna's got Art, Russell's got Art. Art for the win. I could see Chucky have it. Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
We need to put him in next year. Esther is cool, but Art is on another twisted level. Absolutely. Yeah. So we got Art moving on for both of us. Now we got the Devil from the movie Haunt, underrated movie Haunt, which is also the second appearance of our main man, Damien Maffei, who was also the Sackhead in Strangers Pray at Night, taking on I'm Gonna Be a Star, Pearl. I went first last time, so why don't you go first this time, my love?
So as much as I love me some Pearl, I actually went with Devil, because of his gunmanship, and his hunting techniques.
No way, Pearl got that ass.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's gonna feed him to a gator.
I mean, she does have psychopathic tendencies.
Yeah.
But
you got the Devil taking her.
I do
respect it. I respect it. This was a hard one for me because, like you said, the Devil is
he's a hunter.
Yeah,
like that he would hunt her down,
and his marksmanship is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I just think
again,
Pearl,
if we would have went who's my favorite, Pearl would have won it for me. 100%.
I think that her mind is just so advanced, and like I'm talking Pearl and Pearl, not Pearl and X, where she's an old ass lady. I'm talking young Pearl. Young Pearl.
Old ass ladies got nice minds too.
Yeah, but there's not as fast.
How do you know?
Because I've seen the movies. So yeah, I'm going with Pearl.
I'm gonna be a fast old ass lady.
A fast old ass lady.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna be fast.
Then again, this was a hard one for me. Because like I said, Damien's my dude. Like I love the guy to death, but I think that Pearl, she's just so sadistic, and I love how crazy and twisted her mind is. So I think she would come up with some creative way to get to him. So
I don't think so.
And it looks like nobody agrees with me because we got Russell talking about the Devil. We got Dog Lover saying the Devil. Ashton did get Art.
Okay.
So now, guys. One of the easier ones for me, and someone who is my odds-on favorite to win this tournament, Vecna from Stranger Things, taking on Krampus. I got Vecna. I'm not. You can go into all the pros and cons and what's not. I got Vecna taking this one.
If I listed all of Vecna's pros, like all of his strengths, we would be here all night. It is this long ass list. Like this guy is a powerful ass guy, dude, thing, whatever. He's powerful. So Vecna for me too.
He's Robert Englund's son. Of course he's powerful.
Yeah. I mean, just to name off a few. He has interdimensional travel. He is a genius, like genius level intelligence, intimidation, master manipulator, deception. I don't know, shape-shifting, immense durability, killing empowerment, like so many, possession, immortality, enhanced strength. Like he's a bad guy.
But what's his weakness?
I have 11. Girl. Oh yeah, 11.
Yeah. So, but no, Vecna for sure.
But I mean, we don't know for sure if that's his weakness. Yes.
I guess we will find out.
We will find out.
Ooh, dog lovers got Krampus taking Vecna.
I mean, he could just put him in a little ball and be like, Merry Christmas.
I'm
I'm sure
remember to like
Vecna
and subscribe if you haven't already, and head over to My Killer Podcast and subscribe as well.
Yeah.
Please make sure you like the stream. It really does help us out. Really does. It helps us out a lot. So please and thank you. We appreciate that. Now for our last and possibly even easier than one on the other side, we got the Jackal from 13 Ghost taking on our boy Corey Cunningham from Halloween Ends.
This one's so easy. Corey won it from.
I was like, what?
I'm totally kidding.
The Jackal is going to tear Corey Cunningham. The Band Geeks beat up Corey Cunningham.
Yeah, until he took on Michael's inhuman abilities,
then
and
he became more of a bitch.
Do you want to fight? That's fighting words.
Ooh.
That's fighting words right there. Where me and you are about to have a freaking bracket, and I'm gonna be winning it. Bam! Stop it! I'm gonna boot
I
you.
know, I'm scared. The Jackal. We put Corey in as just like we need someone new. Throw him in the hat. And then he came out against the Jackal. I'm like, ooh. Sorry, Corey. Didn't go too well for you. Yeah, the Jackal is just going to tear him to pieces.
He's a savage and physical aggression, and he'll just rip anybody apart. Yeah. Unless you put him in Ectoplasm glass.
Vecna for sure. The guy caused everything, and his killings are like Freddy Krueger's. Absolutely sadistic. We did have Stu going on the list, but he went up against the TV and lost in the first round.
Flattened his head.
That just flattened him right out. So, love you, Bobby. The Jackal. All right, guys. So we are done with our first round of Maniacs. Yeah, she is, and I'm actually really scared.
Yeah.
So we are going to head back to the top.
You should be scared, okay?
All
right.
I have Mary Shaw going up against the Blind Man.
You do.
I have the Blind Man moving on.
Against, I get it. All right. Because
he can't see her.
Yeah, but what if he screams?
How's he going to scream? Remember, you always scream when you see her. Beware the stare of Mary Shaw.
Right.
He can't see the stare of Mary Shaw.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So for me, and I know we're not all going to have the same bracket when it gets here, so it's going to be a little more confusing.
Is completely different.
But in my bracket, I have the Blind Man moving on against Mary Shaw. Now, the Blind Man, someone I thought was going to come in and get crushed, has made it even farther. He's made it through the first two rounds. So for me, I had the Blind Man going up against Mary Shaw with the Blind Man moving on to the next round.
Yeah. So Blind Man does not move on to the next round for me. Jerry, because I have Jerry Dandridge versus the Blind Man, and Jerry takes it.
Yeah, I can see that. He's a vampire.
I mean, he's not even going to know what's coming. He's just going to bite him. Got him.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
So Jerry wins that round for me.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, this is going to be a little tricky now because Ashley and I are going to have, and I know you guys are all going to have different brackets as well. So we're going to try to, stay as up to date as we can. For my next round, I have the Hammer going up against Larry from Come Play. And Larry's going to come play. Larry's going to go to, the Hammer's going to come out with all those nails in him. And he's going to be all like, ooh, ooh. And Larry's going to go, boop. And he's going to turn him to dust. Larry for the win against the Hammer. Yes, I got Larry moving on to take on the Blind Man.
All right. So I got Hammer versus Rose. And Hammer, he tears that girl apart.
Yeah, for sure. So Dog Lover has Corey taking out the Jackal. I love it.
That's awesome.
Love it.
He has, once he gets Michael's powers, he's tough. You stop.
The Blind Man would take out Mary Shaw. I got people agreeing with me. Hey, what's up, Louie? Blind Man, Pearl over Devil, Vecna over Krampus, Jackal over Corey. Like it. Hammer would take the win in that one.
Hammer time.
All right. So now I have the Grabber going up against Juggernaut. I love you, Grabber, but not that much. Juggernaut's going to crush you.
Yeah.
He's just too overly strong, and I don't feel like the Grabber has enough manipulation in him. You're not going to manipulate the Juggernaut. He doesn't have emotion. He's a sociopath. Even as a human, you know, he was not somebody you were going to manipulate. So
No.
I'm going to go with Juggernaut over the Grabber in this round.
So I also have Grabber and Juggernaut, and Juggernaut won. He wins it.
I gave you Knuckles before I had to because
I
just,
was like,
yeah.
I wasn't on. We weren't on par there.
I just the Juggernaut is he's a force to be reckoned with. And then in my next round, I have the T-800, the Terminator, going up against the Barbarian Monster. He don't want no milk from that booby. He just gonna tear you apart. I got the T-800 moving on. T-800. Yeah, he is. Stop! Don't look.
I'm not looking.
I don't want you to know. I don't want you to know
looking
who's
at
gonna
you,
win.
Your bracket.
The T-800 is just like special to me.
Why don't you marry him?
I would if I could find him.
Oh.
I don't think he would.
You
want
just
me.
have to throw acid on him.
Yeah. He just. I love the T-800. I love the Terminator. I think
you marry both of them.
They're the same fucking person.
I'm just kidding.
I've defended for a very, very long time the fact that it is a slasher, that the Terminator franchise especially started as a slasher with that first film.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think the T-800 is like a very scary, very, very scary, very powerful slasher. And so I'm saying the T-800 is going to move on past the Barbarian Monster. So what's the bottom of your bracket look like?
So I have Gabriel going up against Buffalo Bill, and Gabriel takes it. Oh Lord! No, Gabriel, he's gonna chop him up with that little. What is that thing?
I don't even know.
That he has that star-looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's scary.
Gabriel is scary. He took out a whole police station, an entire police station. So I think he could take Buffalo Bill.
I still think it's going to be a close one. I don't think that. Again, maybe I underestimated how much he was. I guess.
I think you did.
Because I mean, I think he's great. I really, really do. I think that he's terrifying. I think he's scary, but at the same time, I feel like there's so much that is left on the table that he doesn't bring to us. So
what is left on the table?
I just don't think he has that much power.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm serious as a heart attack.
He's
quick. He's fast.
And he's strong.
But he's human.
I mean, is he though?
He is.
He literally took over his sister's mind.
Because he was absorbed into her. It doesn't mean he took it over.
Yeah, he did. She didn't even know what she was doing half the time.
Yeah, but remember, he also didn't know what he was doing at the end because she overpowered his brain.
Okay.
All right, so let's move to the top of our other bracket. We both have the Gemini Killer going up against Pazuzu. So who do you have in this round?
I feel like Pazuzu is a stronger it's not an entity. What is it? Demon than the Gemini Killer Demon. I feel like Pazuzu is the strongest. And honestly, never mind. I'm not going to say that yet. But Pazuzu wins this round.
See, I'm actually going to agree with you. I think Pazuzu is just too overly strong. I think that
I mean, he is the one that helps the Gemini Killer, but so that's why, again, I feel.
But a big thing is, if he is the one that helps the Gemini Killer, he knows the Gemini Killer's weaknesses.
Absolutely.
So that's another reason why I think that it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I think that Pazuzu is very strong, very powerful. And I'm very, very excited for the upcoming Exorcist reboot that we have.
Yeah. I'm being very optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic. I respect that, but I'm just very, very excited to see where we go from here.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to see where we go. So we both have Pazuzu moving on. Now I've got Mithrigan versus Tiffany.
This was hard. This was a hard one for me.
I want you to go first on this one.
I'm going with Tiff. Tiff wins it for me because Megan, if you remember, she was able to be taken out. They threw water on her and it slowed her down. She was able to be stabbed in the heart and it took her out. Like, yeah, she could probably be rebuilt, but Tiffany would just stab her in the heart and take out her board. Like,
okay,
Tiffany won it for me.
Same. I think that I just think that Megan has too many weaknesses that Tiffany would be smart enough to exploit.
Yeah.
Because
again,
she
Megan
deals with another doll all the time.
Yeah,
You know,
Chucky, like, yeah.
She has
but
that
Megan
headache.
is just a robot. Like, she's not an actual human. And I would like to think that a human's mind is more intelligent than a robot's mind.
Sure. So yeah, I'm going with Tiffany over Megan as well. Wow, we got a lot of the same on that one.
Yeah.
No,
I think
thank you guys.
this side of the bracket is a little more. We have a lot more
Sure.
than the other side.
Sure. No, yeah, thank you. We love all of you and
Yeah.
everybody in the chat. Remember that there's no love until you love yourself. So
Absolutely.
getting a lot of T800 love in here, babe.
Mhm. He already done lost
I
it
need
for
your
me.
clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. That's my T800, baby. We do got some Gabriel love. Mary Shaw over Rose Armitage. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel wins that one. Pazuzu over Mithrigan. Art over Vecna. Ooh. If it was Hannibal Lecter, we have a battle. Yep.
You'd be frying your brains and stuff.
Jennifer moves on in this one.
Wow.
Got a lot of Pazuzu love. Pazuzu versus Vecna. Mithrigan versus Art the Clown.
Okay.
Hey, don't worry about it. All caps are better than no caps. We're glad you're here. And that's no cap. We got some Mithrigan love. What's up, Peter? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate you. So now Art the Clown for me is going up against Pearl. Now, while she wants to be a star, she ain't going to be one against Art the Clown. I got Art the Clown. Yeah. From the bottom end down. I got Art the Clown.
From the bottom end down, I got Art the Clown.
See, I've been rhyming all night, man.
You spitting.
It's my twitchy eye. No cap. I got that Riz.
I don't even know what that means.
So, because you're old. Yeah, I got Art the Clown taking out Pearl. I love Pearl.
I will never be as old as you, my dear.
Stop it. Yeah, but Art is just he's so much like, and he's just ridiculous and fantastical. Yeah, like it's almost fantasy when you get to the end of that film. As Terrifier 2, it almost goes like in a fantastical type of way, like where it almost is like fantasy on top of horror. Like it almost is like a horror fantasy, and I think it was a brilliant idea. I'm excited to see where this goes from here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think Art's just too much for Pearl for me.
So I have Art versus the Devil, and Art wins it because again, the Devil, although he does have really good gunmanship and he's a good hunter, he is a human in the end, and Art is immortal. Sure. So Art wins it for me.
All right. I'm gonna say you are a bunch of people. Oh, thank you. Yeah. We definitely just try to have fun. You wouldn't think this if you really met us. You'd be like, wow, these fuckers are lame.
No, we're really actually pretty boring.
Yeah, we are super boring. Art wins. Sorry, Pearl. Art the Clown is gonna slice Pearl. She might. Take me with you, Art. I could be a star. Put me in the pictures, Art. Yeah, you never know. You got some Art love.
She's got the
glasses on. Trying to trick him. All right, guys. So we are down to our Elite 8. And in my first bracket of the Elite 8, I have the Blind Man.
Wait, we didn't do the last part.
Oh, no, we didn't. I just automatically assumed we had the same one. So for me, it was Vecna versus Jackal. Vecna.
Yeah.
The Vecna would send Jackal running down that road and running up that hill and running up that building and whatever. And yeah, Vecna would demolish Jackal.
Yeah, Vecna, he is a very powerful monster.
The Robert English son.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I said it at the beginning. Vecna, the odds-on favorite to win. I kind of was hoping, honestly, that Vecna didn't even make it. I was kind of hoping that Vecna would get left out just because he's so powerful.
He is, yeah.
Will he win it all?
Will he?
We'll find out. Now we're at the Elite Eight. I'm sorry, guys. Art and Pearl, the romance I never knew I needed. What's up, Bobs?
Make this happen.
Yeah, we need to make this happen. Krampus moves on.
All right.
Vecna.
I mean, Krampus, he could just put everybody in his little
snowballs.
His snow globes.
You said snowballs.
You said snowballs. What'd you say?
What's up, Brian? I said snowballs. Just
we
to
both
fuck
said
with you.
snowballs.
I said it just to fuck with you.
I just repeated what you said.
I know. Oh, we got Art taking out Vecna. Very good call.
Wow.
That would be a fun one, though, because like you said, Art is supernatural.
He's supernatural, yeah, but I just don't feel like his
But we'll see.
powers
My
are...
Art and Vecna hasn't gone up against each other yet. So, could be.
Could be.
So for my Elite Eight, I have the Blind Man from Don't Breathe going up against Larry from Come Play. Now, the Blind Man made it this far because he hasn't needed to rely on his vision. However, when you have Larry, boop, the Blind Man's dead. All you need is a little boop, and he takes the Blind Man out.
Okay, but hear me out, okay? Blind Man, he isn't going to see him. Larry's not going to want to befriend the Blind Man.
No, he's going to want to kill him because he's useless.
Oh my gosh, stop booping me. The only reason that Larry comes back is because he's lonely and he wants a friend to take back into his world.
Okay, but again, I'm not going by the plots of the movie. I'm saying they're already here and they're fighting
you're
against
doing
each
it
other.
stupid. Okay. Gotcha. Couldn't boop me.
So, yeah, for me, Larry is moving on to the final four after boop, the Blind Man.
Not letting you boop me no more.
All right, so who's in your final four up there?
All right, so I have Jerry. Jerry versus the Hammer. And Hammer Time wins it.
Really?
Yeah,
bringing the hammer down.
I think that he's a bad MFer.
All right.
Yeah, he's winning it over Jerry.
Wow.
Jerry cannot bite that neck.
So you've got the Hammer moving on to the final four.
I do.
Wow. All right, now I'm going to tell you guys right now. In my whole bracket, there was one that was harder than this one to do, and that's my final, my championship. Juggernaut versus the T-800. What happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force? That's what happens when the Juggernaut takes on the T-800. And the Juggernaut is just a little bit too powerful. It kills me.
Heck yeah, he is.
It kills me. But I got the Juggernaut.
Because he throws acid on him, right?
No, he just crushes him to pieces.
Why?
The Juggernaut don't need no acid. It just crush his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Juggernaut crushes the T-800. Juggernaut wins that one. So my final four,
just like Gabriel would crush his head
on this side of the bracket, is Larry up against the Juggernaut.
All right.
So
mine, I got Juggernaut versus Gabriel. And Juggernaut gets him. He gets him.
So you got Hammer and Juggernaut.
I have Hammer and Juggernaut.
Oh!
Yeah.
That would be a dope-ass fight.
I know. I agree.
Oh, God, that would be cool. I would pay to watch that one.
Me too.
I just talked about the T-800 and Juggernaut, but the Hammer and Juggernaut would be just as good. Like, that would be a good...
I agree.
A good battle of brute strength. So, Notebook 2, starring Art and Pearl. If you're a clown, I'm a clown. That's great. Ash has got Vecna, Hammer for the win, Larry over the Blind Man. At the end of Titanic, do you think Pearl would have shared the door with Art?
No.
There's a boat, Art.
Yeah, but then he would just be stuck like that,
Right.
frozen.
The eyeballs. Larry got the wet work done. Yeah.
He got that wet work.
Don't encourage her. The Hammer, the T-800 for the win. T-800 versus Mary Shaw, and the T-800 moves on. Juggernaut over T-800.
Yeah.
Pazuzu versus Art. Art versus the T-800 for my final. Nathan, that's a good one.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Wow.
All right, well, we need to get to our finals. Let's go to the other side of the bracket for our Elite Eight. And we got Pazuzu taking on Tiffany in my bracket. Is yours the same?
Mine's the same.
All right, on the count of three, we're going to say who wins, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Pazuzu.
I got Pazuzu taking out Tiffany.
Yeah.
It's just the possession powers. It's just too much.
It is.
I think it would be way too much for Tiffany to overcome.
He'd have Tiffany twirling her head
until it completely popped off.
Yeah.
I got Pazuzu taking out Tiffany in this one as well. So,
Mhm.
In the bottom, do you have Art versus Vecna?
I do.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Art versus Vecna for our Elite Eight on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Vecna. Yeah, Vecna.
Yeah.
I love Art the Clown, Nathan, but I just don't think he has what it takes to take out Vecna. I think Vecna is just too powerful.
Art does have a lot of strengths, but I just think Vecna would overpower him.
All right. Now we'll catch up on the chat real quick before we get to our final 4.
Mm-hmm.
We got Pazuzu versus Art. Oh, we did that one. I'm sorry. Megan, nice. Love it.
Yeah.
Pazuzu over Tiffany. Isn't the Notebook called Murder Suicide? So it's Murder Suicide 2. What a great title. Yes. Oh, Russell has Art the Clown over Vecna as well.
Really?
So my final 4.
Really?
Stop it. Has Larry from Come Play going up against the Juggernaut from 13 Ghosts. And on the other side, I have Pazuzu from The Exorcist going up against Vecna from Stranger Things. So I started off last time. What's your bracket look like? What are we down to on your bracket?
So we have Hammer versus Juggernaut, and then we have Pazuzu versus Vecna.
Well, we are. I'm shocked that we had the same on the right side.
I know.
And I'm
really not though, because Vecna, he's very powerful.
Yeah, but I'm telling you guys, like, we do not know each other's lists.
No.
That's what makes it so fun. Like, I love this. So I have Larry going up against the Juggernaut. This one I'm gonna say was hard, but it wasn't. Boop. Larry's just gonna give the Juggernaut. He's just gonna boop. He's gonna go, hey, you got something? Boop. And he's gonna boop him. He's gonna touch him. He's gonna turn him into nothing. I think that Larry is an underrated villain. Maybe it's because I'm someone that's worked a lot with children on the spectrum. That directly influences my family. You know, working with children on the spectrum and having children on the spectrum as part of our family. I feel like Come Play was a very underrated film.
Oh, I absolutely love Come Play, but again, I couldn't go by what what was my favorite.
Oh, I'm saying Larry, all he does, boop. That's all he's got to do.
I'm gonna break your booping finger.
That's all he's got to do is boop you. So now, while the Juggernaut, while he is very, very scary and very evil, the minute he goes to, that's all it takes. He's gonna hold his hand.
But hold on. How's he gonna get to his face?
He'll boop him on the knee. If you guys haven't seen Come Play, check out Come Play. It's a fantastic movie with a fantastic villain.
I don't think you can just boop anybody anywhere.
Well, you'd probably go to jail if you do it to the wrong person, I'm sure. But
yeah. See, Larry's going to jail for booping.
What are you here for?
I booped the Juggernaut, and what happened was
yeah. So for me, I have Larry going into the finals. What's yours? You have a great side of the bracket.
So Hammer versus Juggernaut, and I feel like Hammer is
what
I do. I feel like Hammer is the more brutal ghost.
That's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized?
What?
We could have had an all 13 ghost final 4. I just realized that each one of the ghosts was in its own side of the bracket.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It didn't happen, but that's pretty cool for it to fall that way.
We could have just done a 13 ghost bracket.
We could have.
I mean,
they had that baby and shit. And the mom, the withered princess or whatever, like.
Okay. I want her in my house.
So we both have Pazuzu versus Vecna.
We do. This was a hard one. Pazuzu
This was a
versus
very
Vecna.
hard one. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Or do you want to actually talk about yours?
Let's 1, 2, 3 it.
1, 2, 3.
Vecna. You
Yeah.
did? Really?
Yeah. Pazuzu wouldn't be able to possess Vecna. And I think that Vecna, with his mind, would be able to perform an exorcism
Yeah.
on
The locust exorcism.
on Pazuzu. So while I have a lot of
Send
I
him
have
right back.
mad
right back
respect.
to
Yeah.
hell.
Obviously mad respect for Pazuzu. She made it to he or she, whatever it is, made it to my final four.
Yeah.
But I couldn't bring myself to put Pazuzu over Vecna. So I got Vecna taking that one as well. We'll catch up on the chat before we actually give our championship.
Final.
Ooh, Bessie had Pazuzu versus Vecna as well.
Nice.
I've heard that. I've heard that he didn't like 13 Ghosts. But however, he gives one of his best lines ever in that movie. Did I say there's a petting zoo downstairs? No, there are ghosts in the basement, Arthur. Fucking love it. Love that shit.
I love that movie.
I'm about to boot myself to an early grave. Is who the bloody disgusting guy?
Art?
T800 versus Krampus, and the winner is T800.
Whoa. All right.
Great job. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You could boop the hell out of a ghost, Ben.
You can't boot me no more though.
Oh, man.
You can't boop a ghost.
I broke away from the group to say that T800 all the way to the championship.
All right.
Hell yeah, Calvin. We got T800. T800. Hell yeah.
But if you got acid in your pocket.
No, I love, honestly,
Throw
it
it
was
on it.
very hard for me not to have the T800. Can't even see the ghost without special glasses.
This is true.
That's true. I didn't take that into account. But
See,
but Larry's a ghost too, though. Can the ghosts see each other?
No.
I think they can.
Yeah, but why?
We'll get back to you on that one. Ben.
Why would Larry? Okay, why would Larry want another ghost? He could obviously already have ghost friends. He wants a actual friend. Okay, that's all I got to say.
Listen.
No.
I've had it up to here.
Boop.
Okay. You win.
Yeah.
Wow, we know similar family stuff. Props to you guys. I know exactly how it is. Rewarding. It is very rewarding. When you have children on the spectrum and you have nieces and nephews on the spectrum, it's very rewarding to see progress be made. And that type of joy, it's just like when you see their eyes light up for that type of accomplishment, and when things are going right, it's just great. I think it's fantastic. So I agree with you 100%.
Absolutely.
Vecna over Pazuzu. What's up, Adrian? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you.
Hey, Adrian.
Vecna all day. So we are to our championship now, ladies and gentlemen. And Ashley has
Hammer versus Vecna.
And I have Larry from Come Play versus Vecna. So would you like to give your winner first? I've got Ashley's winner written down right here. If you would like to click it.
That was my drum roll. Vecna takes it. Vecna wins. He is a powerful MFer.
He's a powerful Emmer.
I can't even talk. But yeah, Vecna, he takes it over Hammer. So Becker wins.
Becker. That mother Becker.
All right. Clearly I can't speak anymore.
Right. Well, what I want to say about that is last year your winner was Rose the Hat. This year your winner is Vecna. Maybe those two might face off next year.
That would be a hard one.
Yeah, that would be a very, very hard one. So Vecna wins.
Yeah.
Bronson, how are you? I am great. How are you doing? Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. So Ashley had Vecna over Hammer in the finals. I have Vecna and Larry in the finals. And my winner, I talked earlier about how the Juggernaut and the T800 was one that I sat and thought about. I went over every possible scenario for this one. I probably thought a day easily on my championship until I saw Doctor Strange and he went, and I knew that this was the ending where Larry from Come Play boops his way to victory over Vecna.
But Vecna don't even have a nose, so how's he gonna be booping him?
Like this. Boop. Yeah, I think Larry. I really got to go with Larry, especially because of the amount of electricity that Vecna uses. He's gonna summon Larry, and once you summon Larry, he ain't going anywhere until he gets a friend. So he's gonna take Vecna by the hand.
You think he wants Vecna?
They are gonna be running down that road.
Okay, but listen though,
they'll be running up that hill.
He's not like Vecna. He's already. He's not alive. Like so he can boop him all day long, and it's not going to do anything.
He's going to take him back to his dimension where he owns him now.
Yeah, but he can go through dimensions. He'll be like, "All right, I'll see you later, Larry. Like, I'll come back next week for cards. Like, but I'm going back to my dimension."
No, see, he's going to boop him, and he's going to take him, and he's going to own him.
Yeah, but Larry didn't even own Mom. Like, Mom was still able to come back and like twirl around her son.
I get that, but here's the thing: like, you wouldn't be able to make a deal with God and swap their places. You know,
Stop it.
He'd be running up that road, running up that hill, and running up that building, and boop, he'd be booping it. That's what he'd be doing.
Yeah, but yeah.
And you know, Vecna would be like, "You don't want to hurt me." Yeah, yo. But you see how deep the bullet lies. Yeah, yo. Unaware, I'm tearing you asunder.
I'm not.
Oh, there is thunder in our hearts.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah, yo.
Okay.
Is there so much hate for the ones we love? Yeah, yo. Oh, tell me we both matter, don't we?
No.
Yeah, yo.
But anyways, I was saying, no.
It's you and me. It's you and me won't be unhappy. And then Larry go, boop. And he
you booped me in the eyeball.
So yeah, for me, Larry definitely takes it for me. And I'm sorry about my awful Kate Bush impression there.
That's what that was.
Stop it. Well, I did see one. Who wins between Vecna and Freddy? Freddy. Vecna obviously has nightmares. You know. And Freddy was his dad, for God's sake. It's Robert Englund. He's spanking him. Put him over his knee.
Yeah, because that works so
Vecna
well.
over Larry. Vecna versus Freddy would be epic. That would be a fantastic. Just the amount of influence that Vecna and Freddy have, like that that Freddy had on Vecna. I'm sorry, huge influence, and I think it's fantastic. Larry got this. That's right, Larry for the win. I love Vecna, but Freddy would beat him. Yes, gosh, it's such a good movie. I can't recommend that movie enough.
I love Come Play. I cry every time I watch it.
Oh, that would be a great one. The Norse god from The Ritual. Remember that big monster thing? That was a good movie. Very hidden gem. Good call, Bessie. I have a horror movie title to share with you. If Vanilla Ice makes a horror movie of his own, he should call it Slice Slice Baby. There we go. Yeah, his own Vanilla Ice slasher.
That's funny.
Ooh, Gozer from the Ghostbusters can take on Vecna.
Maybe.
Hell yeah. So real quick, I've had an amazing time talking with everybody and everybody's brackets. This was a lot of fun. Next year, we're going to have an even bigger bracket. So we're going to use all the villains from last year and this year together. So we'll have our Freddys, our Jasons, our Michaels taking on our Larrys, our Vecnas, our Juggernauts. So we're going to have a double-sized bracket next year, and I'm already looking forward to it. So
I'm already thinking.
Yeah.
But we don't know who's going to go up against too.
I would love a Greek mythology horror movie.
Yeah.
I grew up loving Clash of the Titans. Like, that was a movie I genuinely loved growing up. We went and seen the remake in 3D, and it was so forgettable. I didn't hate it. I just remember walking out of it like, really? I wasn't feeling it. So that was one that was just like, to me. Let's talk about real quick this week on Sledgehammer Horror coming up. You got your phone on you so you can tell everybody what's coming up this week?
So, let's see here.
Coming up next week on Sledgehammer Horror, I should say.
That's not it. Didn't you send this one?
I thought I texted it to you.
All right, you text me too much. Okay. On Monday, we have on my first horror movie, Angel of Voices of the Mausoleum. Wednesday, we have Gage Snowman of Dark Moon Home Video. Friday, we have our Didn't See That Coming on Sinister. Saturday, we have my first horror movie special with Drew Roberts, Ghouls Night Productions. And then our live is on Wednesday at 9 with Matt Fasci and Angel re-ranking the Scream franchise.
As well as Scream 6 spoilers
Mm-hmm.
and our predictions for the upcoming Scream 7.
My ranking of Scream, it's different than it was last year.
Way different.
Yeah.
After doing a full rewatch and watching part 6, it's
Mhm.
definitely different.
It's different.
I mean, I just want to say tomorrow we have I think today's Thursday, right?
It is. It is.
Yep. So tomorrow we will have a brand new episode of my first horror movie coming out, and that is Emma Coogan. I'm sorry. She just joined the team over at Dead Meat. She's also a director, writer. She's a fantastic artist. Obviously, if she was, qualified enough to join the Dead Meat team. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Dead Meat, but they're doing something right over there. So yeah, Emma Coogan will be a guest tomorrow. And something I'm very excited about. Saturday is the first ever episode of In Defense Of.
Yes,
Now, something I want to
yes.
tell everybody. In Defense Of is something that Ashley and I will be doing together. This first episode, Ashley was not a part of because she couldn't find anything about the movie to defend.
I didn't. Have you ever heard of you don't have anything nice to say? Don't say nothing at all.
That's why she wasn't a part of it.
I had nothing nice to say.
So Saturday is the very first episode of In Defense Of. I was joined by one of my great friends and somebody I've looked up to for a very long time, Josh Eppard, the drummer from Coheed and
I'm
Cambria.
excited to see what you guys came up with.
Yep. And we are defending one of my favorite films, Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. And we went into this and we talked about a lot of the reasons people dislike this film. I gave a Rotten Tomato score. I gave critic scores. I gave a lot of the reasons that people give us that they dislike the film. And Josh and I discuss why we love the film, why this is a film that really, really loved us, or why it loved us, why it meant so much to us. And I really, really can't wait for you guys to watch this episode. My main thing for In Defense Of, I can't talk about some of the upcoming guests we have, but what I can tell you is we have episodes coming up on Halloween 3, Halloween Resurrection.
That was my pick. I'm just gonna come.
Yeah,
out and
that's
say
Ashley's.
It's totally
me
my
and
pick.
Ashley will be defending Halloween Resurrection, Child's Play 3, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and Seed of Chucky. We have
I'm excited about that
episodes coming up that we'll be doing, and we're both very excited about these. Not only the movies we'll be talking about, but the people that we'll be joined with. This is an excuse for me to bring back guests that were on my first horror movie to work with both of us.
Yeah, and plus it's a really great idea. That was an awesome idea. That
Thank
came
you.
up with.
I finally came up with a good one.
Oh, stop.
So yeah, this is no, I do not think Halloween Resurrection is the worst one. Not even close. But again, I'm not a Halloween purist. I like Halloween Resurrection. Not only do I not think it's one of the worst, I think it's a good movie. I think it's fun.
It is fun.
Is it like a great slasher film? No, it isn't. But I've never watched Halloween Resurrection and been like, oh, I'm fucking bored.
That's what I was gonna say. You cannot sit there and watch it and be bored. And say like, I'm not having fun with this because you're lying. You're lying to yourself.
I can think right off the top of my head of 4 Halloween movies I would put below it. And that's the original Halloween 2. I know it's a snooze fest to me. Halloween 6, which I think is one of the worst movies of all time. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And Halloween Ends. I would put all those below Halloween Resurrection if we're being honest. And again, I'm not a Halloween purist. So there's people out there that be like, wow, Ken, you're an idiot. And yeah, I may be. But I just, it's just not, it's not a franchise that ever grabbed me the way it did Ashley. I think it's
I have
fun.
my reasons.
You know, again, people love the franchise, and I see why.
That's what I grew up with.
Yeah, it's just not it's not me. It's just I never grew up with it. I didn't idolize it like a lot of people did, and I'm not saying anything bad about it. But obviously, I'm in here to defend it. You know, I may be doing an episode on Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, which is going to be hard for me because I'm not a fan of that movie. But I will try to find every positive that I can, just to be, you know, devil's advocate. I'll talk about the things I don't like, the things I do like, and I'll be fair.
Mhm.
Watch Halloween 2018 for the first time last week. I think it's the best one in the new trilogy.
I loved one. I loved.
I think it's so good.
Yeah.
Let's catch up on the chat real quick. Thank you, Anna. We appreciate it. Thank you for being
Anna.
a part of it. And we need to get you back for In Defense Of. So please text me,
Yeah.
so we can set something up. We would love. We
Figure out
love working with you.
A
So
horror movie that's underrated.
that you love,
Mhm.
please. Odyssey. I just want to see Ashley does an awesome job.
Oh, thank you, Russell. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She really does. Yes, I love that. Ozzy is so fantastic.
Mhm.
Oh man, there's a deep cut there. Stop it. No, and honestly though, like, and this is something that I really, really want. Like, we're talking about like our In Defense Of. I really hope that people watch these episodes, and even if you hate the movie, maybe you can gain a new respect for it.
Yeah.
Especially with Jason Goes to Hell, because like Josh, he talked a lot about a lot of the behind the scenes stuff and, you know, all these different things. So maybe you can at least gain a new respect for the film that you didn't have before. Like, at least if you don't want to give the movie a chance, at least give us a chance and watch the episode. At least that, please.
I would rather watch you guys than that movie.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't like Halloween Resurrection.
No.
Yeah, I do. Can you talk about why you like Jason Goes to Hell and not Halloween Ends? I don't want to say I don't like Halloween Ends. I think I was disappointed in Halloween Ends. I think that I put it up there with Jennifer's Body as one of the worst marketed films ever. We were told, you know, this is the final epic battle between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers.
Yeah, and for a huge Halloween fan like myself, I didn't get that closure of the Michael Myers versus Laurie. Like, I didn't get the closure of that, and that sucks.
Right. So yeah, it's not that I dislike Halloween Ends. I think Halloween Ends it's a fantastic made film.
But I don't like Jason Goes to Hell.
Halloween Ends is a very well made film. I think throughout years it'll get a cult following once people start to forget about how badly marketed it was.
Yeah.
Maybe. I just think that, you know, there's certain things I would have done differently. I would have introduced Corey in an earlier film. I wouldn't have just thrusted him into the plot and tried to make him the main character. I think Halloween Ends would have been the perfect middle chapter, you know, because then you introduce Corey and who he is, and then you really bring out Michael's brutality in the third chapter, which would have been Halloween Kills. I think that if you would have done it like that, maybe it would have been a little easier for me to swallow that movie, which really bums me out because I think it has one of the strongest openings of any Halloween film, including the original. I really, really like the opening of Corey being the babysitter and, you know, the kid dying. Like, I was ready to go when that happened. But then when like Michael imprinted on Corey, I was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, the thing for Michael, for me, and again, this is just me being Ken Sledge, not Ken of Sledgehammer Horror. The thing that I do like a lot about Michael Myers that I've always respected was he was just a guy. He was just evil. He had the devil's eyes, but he was a man. He was an evil man, but he was a man. And he is so far away from being just a human man in this movie because he imprints his evil onto Corey. I respect the Christine references. I really do. I love Christine. I think Christine's fantastic. I respect the Christine influence, but if it was a standalone film, maybe, but to be the third part of a trilogy, it was a letdown for me. Like I said, if this would have been the first or even the second chapter of the trilogy, I think that it would have been more, even from me, it would have been more well received. But I really wanted a full movie as an ending of Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. I wanted them to be the focal point in Halloween Ends. I wanted them to, if you wanted to pass the torch, pass it at the end of the movie, not the beginning. And now, is what's her name? The granddaughter. Allison. Is Allison pregnant with Corey's baby so evil can continue?
What? No. No. Stop.
Like, there's just so many things that you obviously, spoiler alert, Halloween isn't over. They'll find a way to revive it.
I mean, is any horror franchise ever really
and
over?
That's the beautiful thing about horror is you can take. I mean, I would really, really, really like for them to do a legacy sequel to Final Destination. Bring back Devin Sawa. Make it a direct sequel from the first one. Act like Final Destination 2 had never happened. Split the timeline. Why the fuck not? How many timelines have been split in the Halloween franchise? How many timelines have been split in the Texas Chainsaw franchise? Look at Halloween with this, with Halloween 2018. It was a legacy sequel. Just do something like that with Final Destination. Bring back Devin Sawa, bring back Tony Clark, bring back I think that could be so much fun. I would love to see it. There's so many horror franchises that I think that you could continue. And yeah, like I would like to see them do that. Oh, stop it, Bobby. Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing. Halloween Ends wasn't a bad movie, but you didn't get the closure that you really, really wanted from those two.
I didn't.
So as a very long answer to your question, Bobby, that's why. Why do I like Jason Goes to Hell? Because it's original and it's very action packed. It's I love the originality in that film. I love the fact that we have the Necronomicon, which logically explains why Jason's always able to come back because he's a Deadite. I love the ending with Freddy's glove. I think that's fucking brilliant. The scene where the worm is in the basement and he's like, the Voorhees woman, does she have to be alive? And, he's like, no. And then all of a sudden, out of that floor, boom, Jason busts out of the floor. Like, oh, man, that's tough. Like, that whole scene. I got little goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Like, he comes out of that floor, and he's just ready to go. It's so scary. Creighton Duke. I love the character of Creighton Duke. The kills in that movie. The kill in the tent alone, where Jason splits her in half, like that is so good. Yeah, I'm a huge. I don't want to give away too much.
I was gonna say you might as well just reenact your whole video.
Yeah, I know. Watch Saturday, 2 days, please watch. I would love to know what you guys think. Like I said, even if you guys hate the movie, give our episode a chance because me and Josh put a lot of work into this episode. Ashley and I and our guests, we do a lot of research into why people dislike the movie, Rotten Tomato scores, critic scores.
Mm-hmm.
We really do try hard to make these as informative as they are entertaining. And I'm very excited for how this new series is going to play out. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Even to learn about, some movies that I do not enjoy very much. To be able to go in and rewatch them and try to pick apart things and learn new things. So I'm very excited about that. I do agree. If Corey was in Kills or 18, it would have been easier to swallow that. I do love this. Allison will just move to Cali, change her name, and become the head mistress. She would Carrie Tate. If they did a legacy sequel for Final Destination and brought back Devin, oh my gosh, I'd be so stoked on that.
Mm-hmm.
If you were old enough in 1993 and saw it, would you have liked? Oh, I did see it then. Jason Goes to Hell is one of the movies If you want to hear the story about the first time I ever got grounded, watch Saturday's episode. That's what I'll say. Watch that. Yeah, I would love it because then you could retcon the stupid he got killed by a falling brick thing. I hate when they kill main characters off screen. Hate it. They entertained us for a whole movie. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into a project. then you kill them off screen.
Yeah.
Don't
But
like
I
it.
mean, wasn't there was issues with
Money.
and so they literally killed him off by a brick falling and killing him.
Well, like the dumbest way.
Like they couldn't have at least given him like a cool send
What do
off.
you mean, like my man? Look at everything he survived in Final Destination 1. You're telling me
And
he's not prepared enough for a brick?
Yeah,
like he wouldn't have
That's
known.
what I'm
you know what I mean?
saying. Like
Yeah.
that was dumb.
Yeah. I would love a legacy sequel with Devin Sawa. I think that would be really, really cool. So man, again, thank you guys for coming out. If you're watching this on a replay, thank you guys for watching. I hope that your bracket was fun to fill out. I can't wait for us to do that. Yes.
I know.
Same,
it's
buddy.
So irritating.
Same. So yeah, guys, thank you again for coming out and spending a couple hours with us talking about your bracket. Can't wait till next year. And like I said, Wednesday we will be doing our Scream franchise ranking, re-ranking with the release of Scream 6. So there's going to be spoilers. We are going to talk about what we like and dislike about Scream 6, and that's gonna be a long conversation in and of itself. Thank you, Ashton. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Afro, we appreciate you so much.
You rock.
I love you, J-Dev, but it isn't.
No. Not quite.
No, hey Troy, thanks, man. Thanks for coming out anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wednesday, Scream 6 re-ranking. Very excited about that one. So bring your ranking, bring your predictions for Scream 7. So I fucking knew that you were gonna love this movie, J-Dev. And there's a reason why I knew. And we'll talk to you guys. We'll talk to you guys about that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we love you all. Thank you for being a part of this.
Yes.
Can't wait to see you guys next week. Anna, please text me so we can set something up for you, Ashley and I. And until next time, guys, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.